We made it to Gaffney with no issues. We pull into the Freightliner RV service area. So Freightliner wrapped up today. They were able to fix the AC line. It is blowing really cold. We got a discount, tax, everything. So our total was lots of good things to report. One, we made it to Gaffney with no issues. We didn't even hit traffic, which is kind of uncommon here.
Smooth ride. If you're wondering where we're coming from, we're going to link that video up above.
Yeah, we just left Jason yesterday. Pull into the Freightliner service area, RV service area. We couldn't get an appointment because there was a booking. So like, just come in. We pull in. They're like, well, we'll take you in now. So like, I don't think we're going to be here that long. A couple days, maybe.
Because it says if you just pull in, you might have to wait days and days. But
well, I feel like they do that to like, you know, oh, you might be here for 10 days, but you know, we'll get you in quick.
It's like when the flight gives you a certain arrival time and it's like a half hour before. Our comfort steer went out on I-10 in Louisiana on those horrible roads. Again, we'll link that video up above. That was rough. So we've been without it for a couple weeks now and we've managed, but definitely on those windy days and stuff, it makes it difficult to drive.
The nice thing is I've been reading more about comfort steer. If the system like doesn't work, it just shuts it down. So it's basically like driving a motorhome without comfort steer, which is pretty much every other motorhome until like the last couple of years. So it's still drivable. It's just not as nice.
I think we found a Cracker Barrel knockoff in Gaffney, South Carolina. First of all, we just ate at our favorite Mexican place here that we ate the last time we were in Galveston. I'm in the wrong state. Gaffney. They have such good food. Of course, I can't pronounce the name of it, but it is so, so good. So we came back.
It's right next door to this place.
Yeah, we came back for a quick lunch and then we saw this Strawberry Hill USA, I think it's called. I think there's different locations. We haven't gotten in yet. It looks really cool, but I think they have like homemade ice cream. They have pies and stuff like, I can't even handle anything else now, but they have the Cracker Barrel style rocking chairs out front. I love if you see all the American flags. Let's go take a look. That was a cute little spot. We actually did pass up the homemade ice cream, although that
the pies.
It didn't look homemade.
It said homemade.
I don't know. We'll see. And they had pies and tons of stuff. But we did buy one thing. If you watch us, you won't be surprised. We got ourselves some pickled baby beets. We love beets. So we got a nice big jar of them. If you're in Gaffney, stop at the little Mexican spot. What is it? Michoacan or something like that. It's so good.
Somebody's gonna correct us.
And yeah, correct me down below. And then Strawberry Hill USA for the win.
We're out walking because we have until about 3:30 when they finish at Freightliner. So I think they're from 7 to 3:30. That's when they work. But on the way back, I'm just like, oh man, that looks like our motorhome. I'm like, it is our motorhome.
Oh, somebody has the same paint job that we have.
So they were taking it on a test drive. I don't know why, if they were looking for stuff or whatever. We'll find out when we get back.
We had a list of things for them, which we'll talk about later in this video. But yeah, hopefully we're heading back there and we can find out what's going on. But while we're walking all back behind the back roads behind Freightliner. But we're going to flip the camera and show you this beautiful scene that we're looking at.
So if you don't know what that is, that's the Gaffney Peachoid. And you can see it right off the highway, but there's a community college behind it that you can't see off the highway, and you can kind of get right up close to it. A couple of you have been asking regarding our tow setup. So we have, I don't know, probably about 5,000 miles now on this tow setup.
I think so, yeah.
You can see what we have here. We have the E-Trailer XHD 10,500 pound tow bar. It's pretty awesome because these go up and down, back and forth, and it's very easy to get out. You may notice that we're a little bit on an angle.
We literally just pulled in.
That's normally a problem, but you can get this right out. And then we have it, if you come over here, because I know, again, a lot of people have been asking, what's your lighting setup? What's your tow brake setup? All that stuff. We do have a Demco wireless brake light, the tow light, and then of course we have our E-Trailer hitch here. And then let's look at the braking system. And some of you have been asking, what is your braking setup? We do have the Blue Ox Patriot. This is the newest one that they have. It's been great. We did a full video on a setup of all these things. We'll link it up above. Someone commented, why did you do that? It takes so long. Honey, you set this up.
How long does
this take?
Like, I don't know, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
45 seconds.
The reason why we went with this is because it's portable. So all I have to do is comes right off. And then I can use it on any other vehicle that I wish to do, and that's it. It's done. Like, this is ready to go. So it's not permanent on here. You can just take it on. So if we decide to tow another car, we can do that. What I'm trying to say is that we love our setup. We got it at eTrailer.com, which is known for their RV parts, but they have truck parts. They're US source. So if you need like a new air conditioner, they have that. If you want a tow bar, they have that. If you want some lift for your truck or car, they have that. All the, even like little hubcap covers, they have all that. US based company. If you call them, they answer their phone. They speak English, which is always a nice thing. You can understand them, and they actually know what they're talking about. So I think they give them training. We've been using them for years. A lot of you use them. They are a sponsor of our channel. They're a huge supporter of our channel. So if you're going to order an RV part or something for your truck, order it from the link down below. Also, if you want more information on our setup, we have that link down below. You can go look it up. We do love eTrailer. We've been a customer for them for years. Let's get this thing off. So Freightliner, once again, has not disappointed. The Gaffney location. These guys, they're great here. They got us, as you know, got us in as soon as we came in, and they had some answers for us within 2.5 hours. Okay, so let's go over a list, a couple things, some more important, some not. So the biggest one, the comfort steer.
We had a lot of comments about that.
As we know, $8,000 or about $8,900 plus tax, whatever. So close to a $10,000 job if you have to replace it. So here's the verdict on it. It just needed a software correction. So what the tech told us is that the comfort steer, the software in there, if it detects like just real, like a lot of turbulence, just bad roads, like bump, like we went over, it will shut itself down as like a safety mechanism. You can't reset it. You have to take it to a Freightliner dealer service center, and they have the ability to do it with computer. So he showed us to print out, just reset it. It's working fine. So that's a good thing.
So
simple
relieved
fix.
about that.
We have a slow leak on the rear tag on the tire. Every like couple of weeks, I have to put a couple pounds. There's a nail in the tire. So he sent us to a place that they'll patch it. No big deal. That's a simple one. Our AC, I noticed our dash air, not as cold as I believe it should be. There's a leak in one of the lines. So it is leaking the coolant. That will be covered under our warranty. We're getting a quote for that in the morning. And then also we're getting like this strange noise. To me, it sounded like a blower. To the tech, sounded like a blower, but we couldn't replicate it. So I had the AC on all the way down here for 4+ hours. Of course, it's working fine now. So if it's the blower, I could change that. But the big thing with that cold air, which it's still cold, so it's not as cold as it should be. So they're going to take care of that. They also saw a couple things under there. They said we'll probably have to address in 2 to 3 years. Like the front airbags are getting a little dry rot on them. And then one of the boots is starting to dry rot. He said it's 2 to 3 years, not a big deal. And that's about it. Everything else looked good. You know, all the fluids.
They're so thorough. Yeah, they did a full inspection.
Yeah, everything looked good. So.
And the good thing is we're planning on coming here at least once a year anyway for checkups and
highly recommend. If you're able to get down here, they're $200 an hour, I believe. But they know what they're doing. You know, a lot of the Freightliner centers, they're working mostly on trucks and mixing in RVs. Here it's motorhomes, no trucks. That's all these guys do. So they know it really well. And this is where they make them, in Gaffney. So if you have the opportunity to come down here, absolutely come down here just to get your inspection and your servicing. We highly recommend it. We're gonna try a new place. Well, 2 new things. One, we're in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So a little update on the motorhome. They were on the phone with the wholesale warranties this morning. They're just waiting for the approval. And then being that we're working, kind of have to work around that too. But it's just the ACs really has to be addressed.
So hopefully we can get in and get out.
I'm hoping. Anyway, we're in Spartanburg. We're trying a new place called Alibaba. Because we can't go back to the RV.
When's the last time we had Mediterranean food? We're craving Mediterranean food.
I love it.
It's been a while.
I'm glad MJ chose this. And then we're looking to meet up with the Shaws tonight. So.
Yay, RV Max, where we got our motorhome. As you know, if you watch us, we're very good friends with them. So we're going to drive into Greenville to meet up with them.
And we have a Costco run also.
We're on the way to dinner to meet our good friends, the Shaw family. You've probably seen them in previous videos we mentioned before. So we're going to the Bridgeway station in South Carolina. It's not in Greenville, but it's very, very cool. We were there actually in a previous video back in the summer. They have all different restaurants and everything, but we're gonna try out the Italian place that's there, which we've never been to. They said it's very good. It's called Tavola, I think. So we're about to meet up with them.
So Freightliner wrapped up today. They were able to fix the AC line. It is blowing really cold. So I kind of knew something was off because when it was really hot out, like it would blow cold, but not like super cold. It is like ice cold now on the dash air. So happy about that. Our wholesale warranties is covering the repair that was included in there. They would have covered the comfort steer also. Actually, they might cover it because it's a software update. I don't know about that, but they would have covered it. It was all replaced. I don't have a final bill yet because they got us in and out. It was actually after hours, like 4 o'clock when they were done. So the front desk was closed. We'll see in the morning what the final bill was. And then we're heading up to Kentucky for some more awesome stuff. Well, I'm sure you recognize the gentleman to my left and to my right. We have Mayan and Sachin Shah from RV Max. Liz is, well, she's off camera. And Kaya. So every time we come down to Greenville, we have to visit these guys.
Exactly. You guys were in Gaffney. That was too
We're in
far.
Gaffney, an hour away. But you know, we bought our coach from them, but they just become friends. They're great people. So if nobody's seen you on our videos, tell our viewers and subscribers. I'll give this to you, who you guys are.
Grazie. Well, we're a small little family dealer. Shout out to Matt. Ever since Matt, who's a watcher of y'all's channel, came through, I started saying grazie.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so we keep about 30 coaches and, you know, we're family run, so we like to keep a close eye on our flock.
We are at Tavola. It's what is it? Bridgeway Station.
Very good though.
It's a really good restaurant. So this is the first time we have picked for, I think it was your idea, Liz's idea. So it was her idea. Yep. But I'm glad you guys are here, man. We love seeing you guys when you're on the road. You guys are on the road again.
Well, we started this trip at RV Max before we went to Flex Armor, and it feels like it was forever. And now we're kind of getting to the end of this trip. We have a couple more stops, but it's like a big circle, right? We went down south, west, back up. But yeah, we love visiting. And the food's really good here.
Oh, man. Food is
I'm not getting enough bread. I gotta eat more bread. So we got the invoice, finally. It is the morning before we leave to our next destination. So we're gonna give you the final, how much we had to pay. I just wanna give a breakdown of the cost, what our wholesale warranties covered, what they didn't cover. So when we come down here, we didn't have to do this, we do it anyway. We got a chassis inspection, that's $410. Obviously that's not covered, that's routine maintenance. But since we're down here, I had that done anyway. The comfort steer I told you was a simple update, a reset really, but you can't do it. It has to be done at a Freightliner facility. That was $102.50. That is not covered by wholesale warranty because that's not really anything that broke. It's just a reset. They won't cover that. The big one that we found on the inspection, and that was one of the things coming down, we explained earlier, the dash AC wasn't really blowing that cold. Upon the inspection, it was found that there was a leak at the compressor, line was leaking. They also changed out the receiver dryer. That was a big one. That was $1,025. The AC hose, $512.49. Charge of the Freon, $175.92. Now, out of that, wholesale warranties paid $1,318.71. They only paid $96 for the Freon out of the 175. And then regarding the labor rate, out of 5 hours, they paid 4.2 hours. Then you also have on here shop supplies, we got a discount, tax, everything. So our total was $1,128.66. Now, out of that $1,372, that $1,318 is what wholesale warranties pays. I mean, technically it was $1,500 and something dollars, but it's a $200 deductible we're responsible for. That's on every claim. So they paid $1,318.71. Good by me. They paid most of it. I did ask the receptionist at the front. I said, "How was the service?" I want to know. She said, "No, they paid right away." It was like it was pretty good. One of the better ones. So it is what it is. If you're interested in wholesale warranties, we do have a link below. Hopefully we don't have any other claims, but if we do, at least we have it.
We've used that a lot over the years.
We have. I know on Nelly, it was like $15,000 or $16,000 that we used. So again,
it was a rough run.
There was a gentleman next to us that were here. I was talking to him yesterday morning. He was having his radiator replaced, rear mounted radiator. Original owner on his motorhome, 10 years old. Bill was $7,000. Now he said, I asked him if he had an extended warranty. He said no. He goes, but I saved save money every year. I have the cash. And if you do that, it's fine. You don't need a warranty. If you're not the person that does that and you don't like surprises, maybe it's a good idea for you. Like we said earlier, we work with wholesale warranties. They gave us the policy, so there was nothing out of pocket for us. Only thing we can relate to is our experience with them, and they've paid quickly every time. Like she called in the morning, it was already paid a couple hours later.
And she did say they are good.
She said they were good
in the office.
Yeah,
that,
so
yeah.
Again, every experience we've had with them has been good. If you've had experience, put it in the comments below. We're gonna wrap it up here. We have about 2.5 hours. We're heading to Tennessee on our way to Kentucky, and the weather looks great. We hope we don't have any other issues, but we'll see you in the next video.